I had no power to pull to get myself out of the army. I didn't need wealth. I didn't need any background. All I needed was the memory that I am He. Let me still know I am God. Are we not told that in the 46th Psalm, the 10th verse? Be still and know that I am God. Man, you can't be. You can't be that arrogant. All right, well, if you're not going to be that arrogant, well, then remain where you are. Remain in the little state, perfectly all right, because the state doesn't care how long you occupy it. You can occupy it from the cradle to the grave, and it doesn't care. But while you're in a state, you're going to illuminate that state, and you're going to reap the fruit of that state. But knowing that there are states, select a more desirable state, and then you enter that state. But how do I enter the state? It's all a mood. Did not Churchill tell us that the mood determines the fortunes of people rather than the fortunes determine the mood? He knew what he's talking about. The fortunes are not determining the mood. The mood determines the fortunes of people rather than the mood determine the fortunes determine the mood. I will assume the feeling. I assume the feeling of the wish fulfilled. And then it was Anthony Eden who told us, an assumption, though false, if persisted in, will harden into fact. And you can't deny the men, both were prime ministers of England. Churchill was the great prime minister during the war years, and Anthony Eden followed him after he was ousted. And when the Conservative Party came back into power, it was Anthony Eden who was the prime minister. And I've just quoted these two prime ministers. And a third prime minister, which is the great Benjamin Disraeli. He said, man is not the victim of circumstances. Circumstances are created by man. So it's entirely up to me. If I know those states, infinite states, so I enter this state or that state or the other. I simply enter a state by a mood. That's all I need do. What would the feeling be like if it were true? Well, then I contemplate the thing, and then what would it be like if it were true? And if I dare to assume that it is true, that's my way to success. The feeling of the wish fulfilled, sustained, is man's road to success.